That's a joke. That's a joke. You can't pick one or two schools in Benin City and tell me that is reflective of the reality in Edo State. Doctor, I have gone round Orion local government area. If you remember the town called Abudu, there's another town there called Uronigbe. They have not had power for 10 years. Meanwhile, they sit on the largest inland gas deposit in Nigeria. It's a paradox. The one that I can't even begin to wrap my mind around. So it's about leadership, and Labour Party is here to provide leadership, and the people know this. And the people are ready to support
challenges. You spend a lot of money on advertisement, so
challenges.
You seem to have some deep pockets, funding you. But what are the challenges here first?
Challenges.
Mama, Papa, Mama, Papa, we want to change this country. We want to change our country. So we can buy food, so we can eat.
Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, thank you for having me.
Well, good to have you. Good to have you with us in the studio.
Good morning, Rufai. Morning. Thank you for having me.
Well, 25 days to the election, the battle for Osadebe House. One, how is it going? And although you have responded to this other issue, that the allegation that you are a pawn, working secretly for the APC, where you said you are not one of them and you don't want to dignify it with a response. But we would like, again, to hear from you, now that we have the privilege of having you with us in our studio. Are you working for Gbajabiamila, as they claim, or, but how is the campaign going?
Well, first, the campaign is going very well, Doctor. Going extremely well. I am grateful to God for the opportunity. For me, I'm new to the game. It's been 1 year running firstly as an aspirant, clinching the party's ticket, and then running around now as candidate. I have been around Edo State. As aspirant, I went around the state 3 times, 18 local governments. As candidate, I've gone around 2 times. And so for me, it has been a blessing because, as you can imagine, it has given me an opportunity to see my state from angles and perspectives that I had never really contemplated. So it has been going extremely well. There are problems, there are issues, but nobody ever promised it would be easy. So we are doing our best to surmount these, but it has been an exciting outing, and the people are accepting the message, and people hope is being rekindled amongst our people. Because as you can imagine, after the experience of 2023, there's despondency in the land, there is despair, and some of them very difficult for them to believe. So we're trying, but now I think we have crossed that hurdle. Am I a pawn? They say now tree won't get better fruit under the stone. So if I not get fruit, nobody go stone me now. When we started, I was supposed to be Obaseki's agent, and I had to come to this studio to debunk that. And now I'm being fingered as APC's spoiler, brought into the race by APC. And these not very smart people had to resurrect pictures and videos of my meetings with Femi Gbajabiamila when he was Speaker of the House of Representatives and I was President of the Bar. We had an MOU with the House at the time to battle police reform issues. So those videos and pictures have been bandied around as evidence of my collaborating with the APC. I have published on online and print media my own rebuttal, and I've told the people that I am not one of them. They are 2 fingers of a leprous hand. But in fact, we call them PD, APC. We don't even bother to separate them anymore. They're the same. They've run Edo State for 25 years, and there's really nothing on ground to show. It's a continuous failure in leadership. I won't touch them with a barge pole. I would not touch either party with a barge pole. You just need to go around Edo State and see that the people are left with the very short end of the stick. So I have no godfather. I have no benefactor. God is my father, and he has been seeing me through. And the people will push us very gently into Government House on the 21st of September.
All right, you made reference to the 2023 election. There's skepticism that without the Peter Obi effect that existed during the 2023 election, that the outlook for Labour candidates in various elections is morbid. And there's also a perception that the Labour Party is almost like a bus that people get onto when they want to get onto office and they don't want to be associated with PDP or APC. What's your take on those perceptions?
Well, I'm not quite sure that the Peter Obi effect is absent, because Peter Obi, leader of the Labour Party, is 100% with me. He has come to Benin City a number of times to campaign with me. He's returning in September to join us with the campaigns. He has said time and again that he is fully in support of my candidacy, and he has asked the people of Edo State. He says anybody who supports him should support Oluwapata. So the Peter Obi effect is still very much present. Well, the only thing we can say is that the person on the ballot is not Peter Obi, but Peter Obi effect is very, very present. And the people are daring to believe again. From Benin City to Uromi, to Auchi, to Igara, the people are daring to believe again. When we go out, they come out in their numbers, they welcome us, they receive us, and it's like, where have you been? It's like, where have you been? Where we've been waiting for you. So, the people will serve, these two parties, they will serve them hot breakfast on the 21st of September, because the people really want change. They desire to be brought out of bondage. So I'm quite confident that the Peter Obi effect is still very much present, and the people it's resonating with the people. They are keen in. So we're very excited. I'm going back to Auchi as soon as I leave your studios to go and continue with the campaigns. We're talking to the people, we're seeing and they're receiving the message.
With a divided Labour Party, is that how you want to do it? Is Abure with you now as we speak? Is the chairman of the party with you? We hear there's a lot of skirmish going on as regards the Labour Party in Edo State. We all saw what happened. What's your take on that? And I read your manifesto. You're talking about the fact that Edo is the worst place to do business. How are you going to transform that? Secondly, Edo does not have water. We need a lot of reticulation of pipe. Have you calculated how much it would cost you to give water to the Edo people? At least let's start from there in the first place.
So firstly, divisions in parties, every family they get quarrel now. It's not nothing new. I can point to the other parties in Edo State and I tell you what issues they have internally, just not my business. So I focus on my own party. Labour Party has issues at the national level. Julius Abure, you referred to, as far as there are issues right now as to whether he's even still the chairman of the party. You know what I mean? So all of those issues
has he been a stumbling block to your campaign?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Has he supported you?
Well, he's the chairman. Of course he supports me. Of course.
Really? You're sure everything is okay with you?
We're fine. We're cool.
Okay.
Yeah, we're cool. So he's the chairman of the party. Labour has issues. I'm a lawyer. I've been one for 31 years. It's part of my job to resolve disputes. So we as party members are trying to, you know the issues with the NLC at the national level. It has cascaded to the state level. There are court cases. So I'm very hesitant to speak to these issues because at the Federal High Court before my Lord Justice Obiozo, there's a case
But
there.
Abure has not come to lift your hand up or campaign with you.
Peter Obi has come. But Abure, you see the problem, right? Like I said, I don't like to speak to the issue, but Abure, INEC, Labour Party, there are issues as to his whether or not he's still chairman. So I'm sure he'll be hesitant to come at this time when these issues are being sorted out. Because number one, the convention that was held in Nnewi, INEC did not monitor it. So it is being bandied around. I've been busy with my campaign, but the one when I did hear is that it is being said that convention was not properly conducted. So, and that his tenure has come to an end. NLC has made their own, put their own submissions forward. So these issues are being resolved internally. So it will be very difficult for a party chairman to now come to Benin to join in the campaign when he's he roofed the leak now. You know what I mean? So he has to deal with.
But it's from Edo State, so let's not forget.
It's from Uromi.
But let's talk about water. Have you put a cost to how much it would take you to get water for the people? And secondly, in your manifesto, you said Edo State is one of the worst states to do business based on your assessment. What would you do to change that? And are you saying Obaseki has not done anything at all?
Not based on my assessment, Rufai. Let's get it clear. In my manifesto,
you talked about PEBEC.
The Presidential Council on Ease of Doing Business says ranked us 37 out of 37. The current government likes to bandy numbers around, but they say Edo not carry last. But on this occasion, Edo don't carry last. So what we're going to do is you just inspire confidence. Put the things that are needed in place so that the investors, local and international, will come in, inspire confidence, be people focused. Spend the money, spend the 16 billion you get every month on the issues that are for the people. Security, those things that will encourage the investors to come. It's not rocket science. Now about water, right? I don't have a number for you in terms of how much will it cost. But what I can tell you is that it is doable. It's not. My father was born in 1940 in Benin. He came to see pipe-borne water as a child in Benin, and we're talking 90 years ago. So there are things that need to be done about water supply. There are areas that the topography will not allow. You still need boreholes in certain areas in Edo Central. But generally, you can pipe water. The dams that have been abandoned, or Jeremy and co, they can be reactivated. Now, where I take my start-off point is that I look at the income profile of the state, and I say, when we start work, apportion what you need to apportion. You're not going to fix the water in one day, but you have to apportion the resources that are required to reactivate these moribund water projects. I think there's a cholera outbreak in Edo right now as we speak, right? And it's because of the fact that our water system or our water supply, whatever, is impaired. There are issues. So I may not be able to give you a number as we speak in terms of exact figures, but from my own, the questions I've asked the experts, it is doable. And Edo has an income profile that can accommodate water, road, and all of those things. So for me, the problem we have, Rufai, is that people are not doing their job.
Okay, Olumide. I like the way, in the course of the conversation, you've been mixing English with pidgin.
Yeah, Doctor,
it makes it exciting.
I think in pidgin first.
We have had a very good on this program. It's a pleasure to have you. We hope Monday or Popolo, the APC candidate, will also show up.
Don't hold your breath.
If he wants to speak pidgin, we will conduct the interview in pidgin.
Yes, we are ready for
and if he wants to speak Edo language, we will get an interpreter. If English language is a bit difficult for him. So I like that. But let me ask you.
You
join politics.
Don't hold your breath. You won't show up.
You join.
Why will you say won't show up? Oh, no, don't say that about Mr. Money.
You joined politics 1 year ago. So this is not MBA section on business law.
Or MBA.
Or MBA section on business law.
No, I was chairman of section.
You were president?
I was president
you
of
were
the
chairman
entire
of the business law section. Now, what lessons will you say you have learned as you went from law, commercial law, into politics? That's one. And what are the challenges that you have faced so far?
So for me, the lessons I have learned is that